There was no face. And I had this sense of like,
are you ready?
And I was like, oh, I think so. Hi, I'm Kenny DeForest, and this is the time I smoked DMT and partied at a disco in the sky with Questlove. So we got the DMT, there was 5 of us, and what we decided to do was smoke it one at a time in my buddy's bedroom. The first time I went, I hit the DMT one time, I held it in, and I immediately heard the DMT sound. It's like a train is coming to mow you over, but it never quite comes. Hit it again. Now it's louder. The world's starting to break apart. Everything's waving. And as I'm completely losing control, one more hit, drop the pipe. When you go to a store and you're just running in real quick, so you just leave the car running with the keys in it, that was my body. And I was like, I'll be right back, body. I'm gonna run in here and just see what's popping off in this pharmacy up here. And all of a sudden I arrived in, I guess what you could only describe as a cosmic disco. And the vibe was very much like,
what's up, Kenny? Welcome, man. We've been waiting for you.
There was 3 entities there, right? To the right, there was a figure I would describe female energy over here. She had long braids hanging out the back, and she was kind of dancing like this. Almost looked like a quarterback pump faking, just over and over again. And then next to her, he kind of looked like a cartoon version of Questlove from the Roots, and just kind of looking at me like, it's about to get crazy up here. And I was like, I think you might be right. And then the entity directly in front of me was a lot more mysterious, very still. There was no face. And I had this sense of like,
are you ready?
And I was like, oh, I think so. And the light from his robe began to shoot out in a beam, and it came right towards me. And as soon as it hit my body, this really loud buzzing started. And I could hear it and I could feel it. It was making my teeth chatter. And so then the light starts to move around my body as the buzzing follows it. And it just felt like everywhere it touched, I was healing, right? And it like paused on my liver kind of for a long time. And I was like, okay, I get it. I drink too much. All right, I'll do something. I understand, okay? You can leave the liver alone now. And then I was like, I get it. And he grabbed my hand and we started to fly. And as we're flying, I started to realize that we were kind of taking a tour of Earth, but it was in the future, and the Earth was completely at peace. And we're going through every continent, every country, and everyone's just dancing and kind of looking out to the orb like, yeah, we did it. And all of a sudden I felt my mouth get wedged open. And then when that happened, a tube extended from the orb down to my mouth, and then the bright light from everything inside the orb slowly came down through the tube into my mouth. And I was like, this is a lot for a Tuesday for sure. And I was suddenly just back. I don't know, I think if I could give you any takeaway, it would be, they say dance like no one's watching, and I guess that's cool, but what would be even better is to dance like 3 benevolent, loving aliens are watching, and they're very proud of you. So maybe try that.
Tales from the